Hey everyone, I'm back again with another RTX 4090 VR benchmarking video. This time it's for F122 on the Reverb G2, again at native resolution at 90Hz. So I'm going to show you some of the built-in benchmark modes on the Miami track with rain, the Singapore track at night, and then I'll show you some solo GP racing, and at the end I'll give you my analysis. So first of all, I'll just look at some of the 3090 benchmarks that I ran before installing the 4090 into my case. So first up, we've got the Miami track set on VR medium preset. So this is the A version of the preset that I'd use. I actually used a customized one previously to get this running. There's a settings video if you are running a RTX 3090, I'll link to in the top. But as you can see, it's mostly under the target 11 milliseconds that we need for it to run smoothly on the G2, and the GPU utilization is way at the top here, so you can see that's right on the edge of what it's capable, with obviously some of the frames being longer than required. If we turn it to the UIltra preset on the 3090, you could see the frame time is way over the 11 milliseconds, so it wasn't really usable. So what I'll do now is I'll compare that with the equivalent benchmark at Miami in the dry on the 4090, which I believe is this one. And as you can see here, we're way below the 11 millisecond mark with loads of capacity to spare, and we're running about 75% GPU utilization. If we look at the wet track, again at Miami benchmark, so this is pretty impressive still. There are a few frames that went over, and actually when you look at the benchmark and when you drive this on a wet track, you don't perceive these little ones going over, at least I didn't. So maybe with some minor tweaking we could get this so it's completely underneath the 11 milliseconds, but keep in mind this is the UIltra preset at native resolution on the G2 in the wet. So that I was actually really impressed with. And then on nighttime at Singapore, it managed that quite easily. So if we look at the overall comparison summary that I've been compiling together, so far we've done ACC, Dirt Rally, and this was F122. So as before, I've just plotted the delivered FPS, the median frame time, and the calculated FPS based on the frame time. So with that, we can see that on the VR medium preset, we're getting about a 70% improvement over the 3090 on VR medium, which is really an impressive improvement there. And then on VR ultra high, we're looking at a 53% improvement. So to summarize, I'm really happy with the performance of the 4090 on the HP Reverb G2 on F122. It now means you can run any track under any condition and you'll be able to hit that 90 Hz target frame rate. There were one or two little slow bits where you're in the garage and it's trying to render more of the pit crew, or if you're on the starting grid. But aside from that, you can pretty much run it on any track in any weather condition from what I've seen so far. So really happy with that. If you were looking to run this on the G2, I'd probably say it's quite close to the minimum GPU spec that you'd want to have if you're running at native at 90 Hz. If you run this on a Quest 2, in order to get the VR ultra high graphics setting, you could probably get away with a slightly lower GPU. So I'll need to come back around and test this on the Quest 2. Keep in mind you can run the Quest 2 at 72 Hz, and it is a lower resolution headset as well. So for players that play this on the G2 and you want to have everything maxed out, then I'd say the 4090 is the way to go at the moment until we find out what AMD produces. Anyway, that's it from the F122 benchmark video. If you liked it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Any questions, leave them in the comments below. I've got some more benchmark videos coming out. They may be a bit more brief than this one, maybe with just the FPS counter in the bottom corner without commentary, because I just want to get a few of these out today. Alright, that's it from me. Thanks everyone. Cheers. Bye-bye.